The Smithsonian has been hit with a lawsuit by Catholic students told to remove pro-life beanies or leave. Let's dive into the details, shall we? The Catholic students and chaperones who said they were kicked out of the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum over their pro-life beanies have filed a federal lawsuit accusing the institute of violating their First Amendment rights. The American Center for Law and Justice sued on behalf of 9 students and 3 parents from Our Lady of the Rosary School in Greenville, South Carolina, saying they were told during a January 20th visit to remove their matching blue beanies with the message Rosary Pro-Life or Leave. What the Smithsonian did is beyond reprehensible, said ACLJ Executive Director Jordan Sicolo in a Tuesday statement. These were students simply wearing a hat that passively expressed their support for life on the basis of their Christian faith. The way these students, many of whom were minors, were treated by their federal government, the Smithsonian, and its employees should shock everyone to the core. Yeah, it is pretty shocking. The lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia also accused the Smithsonian of violating the Constitutional Equal Protection Clause and the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. The Smithsonian spokesperson, Allison Wood, apologized last week after museum staff confronted the students and chaperones who toured the museum as part of a school trip to Washington, D.C. for the 50th annual March for Life. Asking visitors to remove hats and clothing is not in keeping with our policy or protocols, Ms. Allison Wood said in a statement. We provided immediate retraining that day to prevent a reoccurrence of this kind of error. She acknowledged that a security officer mistakenly took young visitors that their pro-life hats were not permitted in the museum. She added, Smithsonian welcomes all visitors without regard of their beliefs. We do not deny access to our museum based on the messages of our visitors' clothing. The complaint said that staff also mocked and used profanity to refer to the pro-life group. The students were told to remove their beanies, even though other visitors wore clothing with messages, including one who had on a pride face mask, which, that's their right too. One staffer allegedly said, you need to take off your hats. We are a museum that promotes equality, and your hat your hats don't promote equality, but anybody else can wear, whatever they want. That's not equal. It's not equality. Congressional Republicans also demanded answers, asking Smithsonian Secretary Lonnie G. Bunch III in a Monday letter whether the Institute has taken any disciplinary action against the employees involved. We are deeply concerned about the unjust expulsion of young Americans from museums subsidized with taxpayer dollars for wearing apparel that your staff disagrees with, said the letter from 40 House and Senate Republicans. As a member of Congress, we are unaware of any laws, rules, or regulations prohibiting members of the public from wearing pro-life hats inside Smithsonian office buildings, said the letter. As a federal entity and the recipient of more than $1 billion in federal funds every year, there should be no debate as to whether the First Amendment applies to the Smithsonian. Senators included in the letter were Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott, both of South Carolina. A response was requested by February 16th. Student Patrick Murphy said the group was accosted by 2 women in all black, presumably security guards, then by another staffer described as a large man. He comes up to us rubbing his hands together saying, y'all are about to make my day, with a massive smile on his face. Why? The teen said in a February 2nd interview on Fox News Channel's Hannity. He tells us he's got reports saying we said no to taking our hats off and we're in trouble for some odd reason. The students told him they were wearing the beanies to identify members of their group, but he wasn't having it. I then said, this is a violation of our First Amendment right. This is a government-funded building, Patrick said. How are we paying for this with our taxes, and I'm not allowed to wear this hat? Patrick, a plaintiff in the ACLJ lawsuit, said the man told them the museum was a neutral zone. He said, "It's a neutral zone, and that doesn't apply here," Patrick said. "We are blown away. We had almost no words." Wow, this is crazy. I don't understand even how this could happen. The staffers are just, everyone's so woke nowadays, Go to D.C., of course, it has to be like this, and you can't just have, freedom of rights and, equal rights. Again, they said people had pride shirts on, hats, or face masks, whatever. And that's all right too, but they don't want it. I love how he's like, oh, this is for equality, but no one else is getting kicked out for whatever they want to wear. Insanity. But what do you think? Please let me know all your comments below. I love to see them. Also, please smash that like button and subscribe to this channel for daily news updates. Hit that notification bell and share this video to help spread the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.